प्यारे से वतन में, उस मीठे से वतन में हो, अव्यक्त वतन में हम उड़ के चले जाएं, ओ हम उड़ के चले जाएं, उस
The Murli which we are revising today is of 2nd February 2012. 2/2/2012. Today, Baap Dada Today, Baap Dada is seeing his small world of souls in front of him and everywhere else, and is pleased. Although this world is small, but it is very lovely. Today, Baap Dada is seeing his small world of souls in front of him and everywhere else, and is pleased. Although this world is small, it is very lovely. Because each and every soul of this world, of this small world, is an elevated soul. It is these souls who are a handful out of multi-millions. It is these souls who are a handful out of multi-millions. It is these souls who have a right to the Father's inheritance. It is these souls who have a right to the Father's inheritance. Baap Dada is pleased to see every child as each and every child is a king child, a kingly child. Baap Dada is pleased to see every child as each and every child is a kingly child, a king child. Baap Dada has made each child Baap Dada has made each child the one who has a right to self-sovereignty and a right to the sovereignty of the world. At this time, all have self-sovereignty. At this time, all have self-sovereignty. That is, what is self-sovereignty? So at this time, all have self-sovereignty. That is, they are the kings of the mind, intellect, sanskars, as well as the physical senses. They are the kings of the mind, intellect, sanskars, and the physical senses. You are not influenced by the senses. You are also masters of your minds. So, does each one of you children consider yourself to be a master of the mind and also a master of your sanskars? So does each one of you children consider yourself to be a master of the mind and also a master of your sanskars? Hope it is not that sometimes you are the master of your mind and sometimes your mind is your master. Is it? Hope it's not like that sometimes you are the master of your mind and sometimes your mind is your master. You say, my mind. You do not say, I the mind. My mind, that's what you say. You don't say, I the mind. So you are the master of that which belongs to you. So you are the master of that which belongs to you. Therefore check that the mind does not become the master sometimes. Why is Baba saying this? Because at this time, Bap Dada has seated each one of you on the seat of, because at this time Bap Dada has seated each one of you on the seat of those who have a right to self-sovereignty. You are self-sovereigns at the present. You are self-sovereigns at the present time. You are self-sovereigns at the present time, and the future kingdom is yours anyway. And the future kingdom is yours anyway. You have a right to double sovereignty. You have a right to double sovereignty. Bap Dada is saying that that every child, together with having a right to self-sovereignty, also, also has self-respect. So Bap Dada is saying that every child, together with having a right to self-sovereignty, also has self-respect. So sit with this awareness. I am a soul with self-respect. So sit with this awareness that I am a soul with self-respect. And then you will see how such a long list of titles of self-respect comes in front of you. A garland of many types of self-respect. A garland of many types of self-respect comes in front of you, does it not? Bap Dada Bap Dada has Bap Dada has garlanded every child with a garland of self-respect. Bap Dada has garlanded every child with a garland of self-respect. As soon as you hear the word self-respect, as soon as you hear the word self-respect, the different titles of self-respect come into your awareness, do they not? Just remember, just remember, how great your self-respect is in the eternal form. Just remember, in the eternal form, how great your self-respect is. Have you gone into your eternal form? Have you gone into your eternal form? Each one's self-respect is, in your eternal form, each one's self-respect is, I am a sparkling soul with the Father. I am a sparkling soul with the Father. Because of the Father's company, Because of the Father's company, you are seen as special, sparkling souls. Are you able to see that? As special, sparkling souls because you are in the Father's company. In the sky too here, in the sky, some stars have a special sparkle. In the same way, because of being with the Father, because of being with the Father, you are sparkling souls. Do you remember your eternal form? Do you remember your eternal form, or can you remember your eternal form? How you are sparkling souls in the company of the Father. Can you stabilize yourselves in your eternal form in a second? Can you stabilize yourselves in your eternal form in a second? Now, in 1 second. Now, in a second, stabilize in that eternal form for 1 second. Now, for 1 second, stabilize yourself in the eternal form in a second. How intoxicated you become through that. How intoxicated you become through that by stabilizing yourself in your eternal form in a second. Now move forward. Now move forward. You have now come to the beginning of the world cycle. So come to the beginning of the world cycle. Have you come? Perform this drill. See your form at at the beginning of the golden age. See your form at the beginning of the golden age. It is such an elevated form. An embodiment of happiness. It is such an elevated form, an embodiment of happiness. It is a form of being, an embodiment of all attainments. It is a form of being, an embodiment of all attainments. There is no name or trace of sorrow. There is no name or trace of sorrow. Even the elements are beautiful and satoguni. Even the elements are beautiful and satoguni. Just experience your deity form. Just experience your deity form. Can you see your own form? Are you able to see your own form? Whether someone is a king, a great soul, or a politician, whether someone is a king, a great soul, or a politician, have you seen anyone who is an embodiment of all attainments? Whether someone is a king, a great soul, or a politician, have you seen anyone who is an embodiment of all attainments? So the answer is definitely not. In today's world, this cannot be possible. So Baba is saying, so stabilize yourself. So stabilize yourself in your deity form for a second. So before Baba said, stabilize yourself in your eternal form for a second, and now Baba says, stabilize yourself in your deity form for a second. You enjoy being in your self-respect, do you not? You enjoy being in your self-respect, do you not? I am a deity. I am a deity. Bap Dada is conducting this drill. Then come down. So first we were in golden age, now come down. Which age is it? So it's copper age now. So come down, and which age is it? In the copper age, in the copper age too, your self-respect is of being worthy of worship. In the copper age too, your self-respect is of being worthy of worship. Your form is worthy of worship. So, can you see your worthy of worship form? Are you able to see it? Your worthy of worship form? Everyone worships you with so much devotion and discipline. Everyone worships you with so much devotion and discipline. No one else is worshipped with such discipline, whether founders of different religions came, or gurus came, or politicians, or actors came. But no one else is worshipped with such discipline. So, did you see your self-respect? Did you experience it? Now, so after this copper age, your worship worthy stage, and now come to the confluence age. Now come to the confluence age. Are all of you going around the cycle? Those sitting at the back, are you all going around the cycle? And raise your hand, and they are raising their hand. Raise your hands now. So look at your self-respect, because you are those who have a right to self-sovereignty, are you not? At the confluence age, God Himself. At the confluence age, God Himself. At the confluence age, God Himself, the Master Himself, fills the lives of you children with the speciality of purity. At the confluence age, God Himself, the Master Himself, fills the lives of you children with the speciality of purity. This purity is the mine of all types of imperishable happiness. This purity is the mine of all types of imperishable happiness. But who made you become this? Who made you become this? God Himself. Even now, you have received as practical proof even now you have received as practical proof the property of purity from the Father. The property of purity from the Father. You have received even now this as practical proof. So now check. Now check. Purity is the basis of all attainments. Purity is the basis of all attainments. All of you have become master, almighty authorities through purity. All of you have become master, almighty authorities through purity. So check, have I attained all powers? So check, have I attained all powers? Some children say, the Father has given all the powers, but the Father has given all the powers, some children say, but the power that we need sometimes, comes a little time later. It comes when the situation is over. That means it does not come at that time, it comes when the situation is over, so it comes a little bit later. So Baba is asking, what is the reason for that? If it comes later and not at that time, what is the reason for that? The Father gave it to you as a blessing. But in spite of that, it doesn't come to you at the time of need. What is the reason for that? So why doesn't it come at the time of need? Baba is giving the reason. What is the reason for that? You are not seated on the seat of the awareness of being a Master Almighty Authority. The reason is you are not seated on the seat of the awareness of being a Master Almighty Authority. An order is only obeyed when it is given by someone seated on the seat of his position. An order is only obeyed when it is given by someone seated on the seat of his position. So, whenever you order any power, first check. Whenever you order any power, first check. Am I seated on the seat of awareness? Am I seated on the seat of self-respect? So what have you to check? Am I seated on the seat of awareness? Am I seated on the seat of self-respect? Stabilize yourself on the seat of awareness. Stabilize yourself on the seat of awareness, and all the powers are bound to come to you at the time of need. All the powers are bound to come to you at the time of need. Why? Because the Almighty Authority Father has made you into Master Almighty Authorities. Because the Almighty Authority Father has made you into Master Almighty Authorities. So, you are moving along while having imbibed such powerful self-respect, are you not? So you are moving along while having imbibed such powerful self-respect, are you not? Have you seen your self-respect? Okay, now where will you go after the confluence age? You will be on the return journey, will you not? So time to go back. So you will be on the return journey, will you not? This is why Bap Dada wants each one of you. This is why Bap Dada wants each one of you to continue to perform this exercise throughout the day. Make time for this again and again. Make time for this again and again by garlanding you with the garland of self-respect And by your experiencing it, what what Bap Dada has given you as a right to self-sovereignty. So make time for this again and again. And if you do this, it is not possible that self-respect would not obey your orders. The only thing is simply remain seated on your seat. Remain seated on your seat. Bap Dada noticed that everyone does pay attention. Bap Dada noticed that everyone does pay attention, no doubt. But now, set your daily timetable on a regular basis. But now, set your daily timetable on a regular basis. Every now and then, in between, stabilize yourself in the form of the awareness of your self-respect. Stabilize yourself in the form of the awareness of your self-respect. For instance, just as you do traffic control, in the same way, for the awareness of self-respect, fix a time, regular time in your routine, to have the awareness from the beginning period till the return journey. You can do this while walking and moving around also, because it is only your mind that you have to sit on the seat. Because it's only your mind which you have to sit on the seat. Bap Dada saw, and you have been told earlier too, Bap Dada saw, and you have been told earlier too, that all of you do have yoga. All of you do yoga. But what is needed now? So you do yoga, no doubt, but what is needed now? Seeing the conditions of the delicate times. You were also told earlier that now volcanic yoga is needed. Volcanic yoga is needed, because this volcanic yoga will do double work. Firstly, you will do double work through this volcanic yoga. Firstly, you will be able to cremate your old sanskars. So it's pun on the word sanskar. Sanskar means your sanskars of the soul, and sanskar also means cremating something. So firstly, you will be able to cremate your old sanskars. At present, you kill your sanskars, but you do not burn them. You kill them, but you don't cremate them. So at present, you kill your sanskars, but you do not burn them. Even after killing them, they sometimes awaken. Just as Ravan is not just killed. Ravan is not just killed, but it is also burnt. So it is killed and then burnt. In the same way, you have to cremate your old sanskars, which every now and then reduce your intense effort, which every now and again reduce your intense effort. So you have to cremate your old sanskars, which every now and again reduce your intense effort. For this, you need to have volcanic yoga. You need to have volcanic yoga. Firstly, for yourself. Firstly, for yourself. Through volcanic yoga, you become a form of light and might. Firstly, for yourself, and secondly, through volcanic yoga, you become a form of light and might. And because you are in that form, you can give others cooperation through your rays. So firstly for yourself, and then secondly through this volcanic yoga, you become a form of light and might. And because you are in that form, you can give others cooperation through your rays. So now, have you all transformed your yoga into volcanic yoga? Now, have you all transformed your yoga into volcanic yoga? Now, according to the time, all souls need your cooperation. All souls need your cooperation. Of course, at Amrit Vela, Bap Dada gives love to every child. Bap Dada gives love to every child at Amrit Vela. Bap Dada sees Bap Dada says that that you have kept a very good aim and you also maintain courage. Bap Dada says that you keep a very good aim and you also maintain courage. However, the attention you give at Amrit Vela gradually reduces during the day. So this is what Bap Dada has seen, that the attention you give at Amrit Vela, however, reduces during the day. What is the reason for that? What is the reason for that? When you are engaged in performing actions, and you do have to perform actions, when you are engaged in performing action, and you do have to perform action as a karma yogi, there's a difference. So you don't perform actions as a karma yogi, you just perform actions. But karma yogi, you are not those who simply have yoga, but you are those who have a yogi life. Karma and yoga should go together. You are those who have a yogi life. A life is for all time, not only sometimes. A life is for all time, not only sometimes. So what does Bap Dada want now? What does Bap Dada want now? In a general way, many of you have passed in the subject of love, of course. So generally, many of you have passed in the subject of love. In the subject of love, the Father saw. In the subject of love, the Father saw. So the Father saw that the majority of experienced love by saying, my Baba, you say this, and experience the Father's love. So the majority of you have passed in the subject of love, no doubt. What do you have to pass now in? What do you have to pass in now? So majority of you have passed in the subject of love, but what do you have to pass in now? in becoming equal to the Father. You have to pass in this. In becoming equal to the Father. What do all of you want? Do all of you want to become equal to the Father? Or will the Father remain the Father and you are just the children? So you will have to become equal to the Father. What does it mean to have love? It means you definitely have to do what the person you love tells you. So what does it mean to have love? It means you definitely have to do what the person you love tells you. All of you love the Father and the Father loves you. If so, raise your hands. You all love the Father? Raise your hand. Yes, you all love the Father? Raise your hand. So they all raise their hand and Baba saying, yes, you have love. Those at the back, you all have love for the Father, do you? And they all raise their hands. So Baba saying, good, 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 good. So now, just as you have love, now what Bapdada wants, now, just as you have love, Bapdada wants you to have the aim, of becoming equal to the Father. Raise your hand for this. If you have the faith that you want to become equal to the Father. You have the faith and you raise your hands very well too. Bap Dada is seeing that. How well you raise your hands. That you have love for the Father. Bap Dada wants that each and every child Bap Dada wants each and every child to be visible as one who is happy and has the fortune of happiness. Every child to be visible as one who is happy and has the fortune of happiness through your face and activity. Because according to the time, your face will do a lot of service. Your face will do a lot of service. There will be a need for this, for your face to do service. And for this, Bap Dada wants you to keep. Bap Dada wants you to keep this aim from now. So Bap Dada wants that from now you keep this aim as it is now. You must have so much zeal and enthusiasm to do service. In this, you should have the enthusiasm to serve through your face, because day by day, delicate times are definitely going to come. Delicate times are definitely going to come. At such a time, your face should make souls. At such a time, your face should make souls cheerful. At such a time, your face should make souls cheerful. Today, Bapdada toured around at Amrit Vela. Today, Bapdada toured around at Amrit Vela. What did he see? What did he say? Yes, you all sit with your own interest. Bapdada says that you all sit with your own interest. You all sit with your own interest, but the greatest authority of all is the authority of your own experience. So Baba saw that you sit, yes, but you have Baba saw that you sit, but you have to be an authority of experience. You sit with that awareness, yes, but you should experience being an embodiment of that awareness. So Baba means to say just sitting alone is not enough, and the awareness alone is not enough, but you also have to be an embodiment of that awareness. You do experience the bliss of being an authority of experience, but it is only for a short time. You do experience the bliss of being an authority of experience, but it's only for a short time. You think that you are seated on Bapdada's heart throne. You think that too. So you think that you are seated on Bapdada's heart throne. But to experience yourself as an embodiment of that awareness and be lost in that experience, but to experience yourself as an embodiment of that awareness and be lost in that experience, and to be lost in that experience. So this has to be increased even more. So you do experience, but this experience has to be increased more because the authority of experience is the greatest authority of all. To remain as an embodiment of experience is said to be an experience. To remain as an embodiment of awareness is said to be an experience. So, become lost in that experience. So, become lost in that experience. Stay in the experience of the form that you have in your awareness. So stay in the experience of the form that you have in your awareness. This is needed a lot more. You need a lot more of this because an experience is never forgotten. An experience is never forgotten. So become lost in that experience. Stay in the experience of the form that you have in your awareness. That is needed a lot more because an experience is never forgotten. Bapdada saw that majority of you have love for the Murli. Majority of you have love for the Murli. However, just as Jagatamba demonstrated it in her practical life, that whatever the father says has to be done. This was her determination. So she demonstrated she demonstrated in her practical life, whatever the father says has to be done. She kept that aim and also paid attention to that effort. And also paid attention to that effort. Your Didi and your Dadis who have your Didi and your Dadis who have gone into the advanced party also paid that attention. Your Didi and Dadis who have gone into the advanced party also paid that attention. And now they are waiting for you. And they are now waiting for you. They are in the advanced party and they are now waiting for you. They are all asking, They're asking Baba, when will the gates to completion open? They are asking, when will the gates to completion open? It's not just one or two who are going to open the gates. It's not just one or two who are going to open the gates. So now, make effort to bring. So now, make effort to bring the time close to open the gates. So now, make effort to bring the time close to open the gates. To become complete means to bring the time close. To become complete means to bring the time close. Okay. Okay. Bap Dada is giving love from his heart to all the children everywhere. Bap Dada is giving love from his heart to all the children everywhere. Together with that, Bap Dada is also reminding all of you about the work that he has given Together with that, Bap Dada is also reminding all of you about the homework that he has given for 2 months. Why? Generally, these waste thoughts make your efforts ordinary instead of making them intense. Generally, these waste thoughts make your efforts ordinary instead of making them intense. Therefore, together with love and remembrance, Bap Dada is reminding all the children everywhere. Now, Bap Dada is reminding all the children everywhere. Together with love and remembrance, Bap Dada is reminding all the children everywhere. Now, time of the confluence age. The time of the confluence age is so beautiful and elevated. It is only at the confluence age that you receive all the treasures from the Father. Every second of the confluence age is great. Every second of the confluence age is great. Therefore, therefore, always keep the value of the confluence age in your intellects. Always keep the value of the confluence age in your intellects. 1 second of the confluence age enables you to have so much attainment. If someone were to ask you, what have you received? Then what would you reply to that one who asks you what have you received? You will answer, there is nothing lacking. There's nothing lacking in the hearts of us Brahmins. Whatever we wanted to attain, we have attained that. We have attained that which we wanted. Now, use that, become an intense effort maker and bring time close. And bring time close. Acha. Bap Dada is saying, that everyone has enthusiasm. So, constantly continue to increase this enthusiasm. So constantly continue to increase this enthusiasm. And so it's Punjab zone turn to serve. It's Punjab zone turn to serve. So Baba is giving drishti to those from Punjab. It is good. You are able to fill yourselves with power in the chance that you receive. Bap Dada is pleased that each zone in turn alone becomes instrumental for all round service. You receive a chance and you also create your fortune. Until now, whichever zone does this service, Bap Dada has seen that mostly you make everyone content. Is that right? The report is good, is it not? It is good, very good. Uniben is saying, very good. Bap Dada is pleased. Bap Dada is pleased.
सभी बैठेंगे। बाबा डबल विदेशी भाई लेने आए हैं।
So many double foreigners came at that time on 2nd of February 2012, and many senior brothers and sisters from abroad were also there. So double foreigners and the main instrument brothers and sisters from abroad have come, because in February usually you have your meetings. So Jayanti Ben is here, Chandru Ben, all the seniors are there, Vedanti Ben, all the RCs, the NCs. The double foreigners have been given the title, the decoration of Madhuban. The double foreigners have been given the title, the decoration of Madhuban. You bring splendor to Madhuban. You bring splendor to Madhuban. And you have made a good difference. You have brought good change in yourselves. Bap Dada is pleased to see both the effort and the transformation. Earlier you used to ask why, and now you say wah, wah. Before you used to say why, now you say wah, wah. You have brought a good change in yourself. You have brought about a good change in yourself. You now don't find anything difficult. You now don't find anything difficult. You are ever ready for anything. You are ever ready for anything, any discipline that is sent in the Murlis as a direction from Bap Dada, and you are ready for that. And you also give good cooperation. You are loving and also very good in giving cooperation. Now, that what Bap Dada wants, he is telling you, that those from abroad should claim number one in what Bap Dada wants in volcanic yoga. That's what Bap Dada wants from double foreigners, volcanic yoga, because the foreigners have the sanskar of definitely completing whatever aim they have. So you have this aim, whatever aim you keep, you complete that aim. So Bap Dada wants you to claim a number in two things. One, in finishing all waste. And second, in becoming free from obstacles in service. So Bap Dada wants you to claim number one in two things, finishing all waste, and second, becoming free from obstacles in service. The whole family also has love for you. It is not just Bap Dada has love for you, but the whole divine family has great love for the double foreigners. Now, Now, those from abroad have to claim number one in both these things, in finishing all waste and becoming free from obstacles in service. It is good. It is good. Bap Dada is giving each jewel love from his heart. Bap Dada is giving each jewel love from his heart, and together with that love, he is also giving your mind waves of zeal and enthusiasm. Okay, sit down. Baba, take the double foreigner, sit down. Okay. Have all of you taken love and remembrance for yourselves, or is it just those of the wings and the double foreigners who have taken that? Bap Dada is seeing everyone. He casts his vision, and so he gives love and remembrance through his vision.
तुम्हारा प्यार हो बाबा, हो बाबा, तुम्हारा प्यार ओ बाबा सुखों का सार देता है। तुम्हारा प्यार ओ बाबा सुखों का सार देता है। तुम्हारी याद में खुशियों का सब संसार मिलता है। तुम्हारी याद में खुशियों का सब संसार मिलता है। तुम्हारा प्यार ओ बाबा, तेरे हाथ में जिसने हाथ अपना दे दिया बाबा, तेरे हाथ में जिसने हाथ अपना दे दिया बाबा, तेरी राह में चल कर साथ तेरा ले लिया बाबा, साथ ले लिया बाबा। कमल के फूल सा जीवन जगत में उसका खिलता है। तुम्हारा प्यार ओ बाबा, आप दृष्टि यूं ही देते
the words of blessing from Daddy. Baba said that you have to practice volcanic yoga and 5-form drill, and Baba made it sure that everyone should practice 5-form drill. Now Madhurvani group will be singing a song. Baba, when we met you, we became complete. Now we'll enjoy Baba Milan song by Madhurvani group. Baba has made us complete today. Baba, through Gulzar Dadi, had given us so much of blessing, and through Drishti too, Baba has given us so much blessing. Now we'll listen to the Madhurvani group song.
ओम शांति। आपसे हम मिलके नायाब हो गए हैं, वरदानों को पाके कामयाब हो गए हैं। ये मिलन की मस्ती हम कैसे छुपाएं, कोई बताए कैसे हम खुशियां दिखाएं। एक बार प्यारे बाप दादा को करतल ध्वनि के साथ धन्यवाद देते हैं, जोरदार तालियों के साथ। आपसे हम मिलके नायाब हो गए,
आपसे हम मिलके नायाब हो गए,
वरदानों को पाके कामयाब हो गए,
वरदानों को पाके कामयाब हो गए।
ये मिलन की मस्ती हम कैसे छुपाए, ये मिलन की मस्ती हम कैसे छुपाए। कोई बताए कैसे हम खुशियां दिखाएं। आप करतल ध्वनि से अपनी खुशी का इजहार कर सकते हैं। ऐसे में बच्चों को मधुबन बुलाना, चुप कैसे आना, ऐसे मिलन मनाना।
सूरत है कहाँ पर कहाँ मुरली सुनाना, प्यार पुचकार वही हम पर लुटाना।
आपके जादू हम पे बेहिसाब हो गए,
आपके जादू हम पे बेहिसाब हो गए,
वरदानों को पाके कामयाब हो गए, वरदानों को पाके कामयाब हो गए।
सोच से परे ईश्वर आता भी होगा, भोलों से भोलानाथ मिलता तो होगा।
बच्चों के संग नवयुग रचता तो होगा, तकदीरों का लेखा लिखता तो होगा।
आप मिले तो पूरे हर ख्वाब हो गए,
आज पंजाब के साथ सारा संसार झूम रहा है। पंजाब संग जग झूम रहा है, गिद्धा कर रहा है, भंगड़ा कर रहा है।
आप जैसा बनना दिल गा रहा है, आप संग चलना ये सुना रहा है।
हम हीरे जौहरी से लाजवाब हो गए,
हम हीरे जौहरी से लाजवाब हो गए।
वरदानों को पाके कामयाब हो गए, वरदानों को पाके कामयाब हो गए। आपसे हम मिलके नायाब हो गए, आपसे हम मिलके नायाब हो गए। वरदानों को पाके कामयाब हो गए, वरदानों को पाके कामयाब हो गए। ये मिलन की मस्ती हम कैसे छुपाएं, ये मिलन की मस्ती हम कैसे छुपाएं। कोई बताए कैसे हम खुशियाँ दिखाएं, कोई बताए कैसे हम खुशियाँ दिखाएं, कोई बताए कैसे हम खुशियाँ दिखाएं।
बहुत सुंदर प्यारे बाबा ने हम सबको कितने वरदानों से भरपूर किया है।
Om Shanti.
बाप दादा के
Dear
वरदानों
Bab
से
Dada
ही
has
जीवन में सफलता
completed
मिलती
us
है।
with so
और
much
उसको
blessing
पाने के लिए
today.
बाबा हमेशा कहते हैं कि
Only through
साइलेंस
Baba's
लो
blessing
बैठी, ज्वाला
we
स्वरूप
can
का अनुभव करें,
fulfill
उसका
our
अभ्यास करें। और
life's
उसके
aim.
बाद हम सुनेंगे
Now we'll
आदरणीय
listen
दादी
to
रत्न
respected
मोहिनी जी से वरदानी
Dadi
बाबा
Ratan
ने
Mohini
भरपूर किया।
Dadi's
दादियाँ भी हमने
words
भरपूर
of
की
blessing.
हैं। अब हम सुनते हैं आदरणीय दादी
Now we'll
रत्न
listen
मोहिनी
to
जी से वरदानी
respected
और उसके बाद सुनेंगे
Ratan Mohini
आदरणीय
Dadi's
दादा
words of
निर्मल
blessing,
जी
and
से
after that
और
we
रत्न
listen to
मोहिनी जी से। अब हम
Nirvad
पहले
Baji
सुनते हैं
and
आदरणीय
later
दादी रत्न मोहिनी जी से।
Brijmohan Baji.
दादियों के स्वरूप को देखते ही बाबा चमत्कार
When
होता।
we look at
बाबा
Dadi,
ने तो
we
कहा
can
कि
feel the
बच्चे
presence of
ज्वाला
Baba. Baba said today that you have to do service through your face. Dadis too take us close to Baba. Now we listen to Ratan Mohini Dadi ji.
ओम शांति।
Om Shanti.
ओम शांति।
Om Shanti.
ओम शांति महावाक्य सदा दिल के अंदर याद रहे।
Always remember the elevated sounds of Om Shanti.
बाकी याद
So this sound will always remind you of Baba.
याद से
In this remembrance,
अंदर भी सदा बाप ही दिखाई पड़ेगा।
you will always be able to reflect Baba, and
जिसको भी
through this foundation,
उसी
whomever we see, we will be able to look with a loving drishti.
ऐसा बनाया है
And Baba had made
बाबा ने सिखाया
many children
सीख करके खुद भी ऐसे बन जाए।
by teaching Baba's knowledge. They have learned themselves and also became equal to what Baba said.
वैसे हम
Whatever Baba wishes, we also have to make us like Baba's vision of us, and we should continue to give the message to others. Here, how many people would we be able to send the message? Whatever knowledge Baba is teaching us, whatever knowledge Baba has taught us, we have to remind ourselves this knowledge repeatedly, and we should become an embodiment of that, because the Baba's message is for everyone. What Baba is teaching us, that we have to learn, and we have to show the reflection of knowledge to others. People might be sitting here and there, but Baba gives equal amount of love to everyone, which Baba has given us. Baba is giving the same amount of love to everyone. Definitely there would be love between father and children. So we have to remember this love, and with this love we should continue to meet others and should continue to give and shower the same love to others. You all must have listened to Baba's elevated version. Even I listened to the version. Now we should be able to become the embodiment of that message. Whenever we sit, we should be able to remember Baba's elevated version, because this gathering Baba has created this gathering. Even though we do different kind of activities, but still, while doing those activities, we should be able to remember Baba. And this remembrance will take us forward in life, and through this remembrance, through Baba's remembrance, meaning while remembering Baba, we will be able to move forward. Whatever Baba has taught us, we'll be able to teach others too. The thing that Baba taught us, we should continue to teach others as well. Through this, we'll be able to imbibe those virtues. It will become much more stronger inside us, because Baba has taught us how we should give the message to others that the Father has come to take us back to His home. So we should become such obedient children of Baba and continue to remember Baba. For us, this is that subtle region where we see Bab Dada, and whatever Baba teaches us, we listen to that. And we listen to Baba's words. With these words, so I congratulate everyone. Congratulations, congratulations. Om Shanti. So, Daddy gave us her good wishes. Now I request respected Nirvirbhai
आज
ji
बाप दादा के महावाक्य सुनते, बाप दादा की प्रेरणाएं जो हम प्रैक्टिकल स्वरूप में जो बाप दादा ने
the inspirations
हम
of
बच्चों
Bap
को
Dada,
वरदान के
which
रूप
Baba
में
has
यज्ञ
given
के रूप
us
में दिया,
in the form of
हम वो
blessing, in the form
भावनाएं
of
हमारे समक्ष
homework.
प्रकट करेंगे।
I request
आदरणीय
Nirvirbhai ji
निर्भय
to share his feelings. Respected Nirvirbhai ji. Om Shanti.
दादी जी ने तो सार रूप में बाबा के महावाक्यों की बात अपने शब्दों में सुनाई।
Dadiji, through her words, had told us the crux of Bap Dada's
पहले तो मैं कहूँगा हमारे
words. First of all, I would like to say,
के भाई बहन
Punjab Zone brothers and sisters,
का इस बार विशेष टर्न है मिलने का।
so this is the turn of Punjab Zone brothers and sisters.
पूछ रहा हूँ कि
So I am asking you all,
मिलन मनाया,
have you really experienced Avyakt Baptada Milan today?
रिपीट हो रही है,
Please
आपने
raise your hands. It might be that this Murli is the repeated version, but we can see all the brothers and sisters throughout the world. You all have listened to Bapdada's version, and if you sit here, you might miss a little bit
से बहुत ध्यान से
because
सुनने की
on the stage you have to listen very carefully, but certain words you might miss.
बाबा की जो सन 12 में देखो मुरली चली है,
See, this Murli
ऐसे
was
लगता जैसे आज भी
of
जो बाबा कह रहे हैं
2012 Murli. Now, whatever Baba said, that's required for us in this
के
particular
बारे में
time.
जो बाबा ने कहा,
Baba mentioned about the remembrance or yoga.
ऐसा ज्वालामुखी योग
So, your yoga should be
का अभ्यास,
volcanic yoga, the practice of that yoga.
फिर साथ में 5 प्रकार से
Along
कैसे
with
सारे
that,
दिन में
how should we practice a 5-form drill throughout the day? How we should experience that in different forms, and how we should charge our battery of the soul. Along with that,
आपस में एक दो के प्रति कितनी भावनाएं रखनी है,
how should we have elevated vision towards one another,
तो विशेष तो पंजाब जोन के भाई बहनों को
especially to the Punjab zone
है और उसके साथ साथ
brothers and sisters. Along with that, all the brothers and sisters from India and abroad,
के बाद रिफ्रेश होने के लिए,
in order to refresh
रिफ्रेश करने के लिए
after Murli, Baba comes especially to refresh us.
बहुत बहुत मुबारक है।
So, congratulations in that sense.
खास अभी आने वाले दिन जो है
And the coming days,
बहुत बड़ा सारे विश्व का एक फेस्टिवल होता है, क्रिसमस का।
the world famous festival of Christmas will be coming in few days. So,
क्रिसमस की बहुत
I
मुबारक हो।
wish everyone
बाबा के रथ को याद कर
on behalf of the Christmas, and I remember, I give this wish on behalf of Bapdada and everyone, and I wish all the sisters with Gulzar Dadi, sisters and brothers with Gulzar Dadi, I also wish
धन्यवाद के साथ
and thank them,
क्रिसमस की बहुत बहुत
and I also
नव वर्ष
wish them for Christmas. Along with that, I wish in advance for the new year. I hope that this new year brings
का रोना बंद हो जाएगा
newness in life.
इसकी वैक्सीन आ गई है
I heard that the
और
vaccine
उससे
of
रिलेटेड
corona
इस समय
for
जो
corona
भी हो रहा
is
है
coming.
उसके अलावा भी
Nowadays,
बहुत
impact
कम
of
हो
corona
चुका है
is reducing,
और हम चाहते हैं
and
कि
I
नए
wish
वर्ष
that
में
this new year,
जैसे बाबा की सीजन में आना जाना होगा
how during Baba
वैसे हम
season
कैसे
people
शुरू
would
कर
come and
सकें
go, we
उसके
should
लिए
be able
हमारी
to
गुरु
start
बाबा
again. So I wished for that
सवाई
for the new
बहनों
year.
को फिर से आने के लिए आमंत्रित कर रहे हैं जल्दी
And
से
I
वापस
wish
आ
that
जाओ
all brothers
ओम
and
शांति
sisters come here once again.
बहुत
Om
सुंदर और
Shanti.
शुभ हमने फिर से बाबा के इस बेहद के घर में पहले जैसी रिमझिम लग जाए
Bhaji has
सुंदर
given this wonderful
संकल्प बाबा
wish
हम
that
सबका पूरा करेंगे
Baba's
और हम
house
अनुरोध
should be
करेंगे
full like before.
आदरणीय ब्रिज
Now
मोहन जी
I
से
request
अपने
respected
दिल के
Brij Mohan
विचार
Bhaiji
हम सभी
to
के
share
समक्ष रखें
his inspiration.
ओम शांति
Om Shanti.
हमने रिवाइज किया मुरली
So we have revised the Murli today,
निर्जन भाई देखने में आए
and I could see Amir Chand Bhaiji in the revised version of Murli.
निर्जन भाई थे
Last time when this Murli was said
अपने
by
बड़े पार्टनर
Baba, Amir Chand
इससे
Bhaiji was
हमें
there,
लगा
but now he's not there.
कि हम सब भी उसमें बहुत सारे ऐसे भाई
While
बहन
seeing
हैं
that, I felt that there were
अहमदाबाद
many
की
brothers and
सरला दीदी को
sisters.
हमने देखा
I was able to see Sarla
अहमदाबाद की
Didi
दादी
too.
को देखा
I was able to see
अगले पार्टनर
Dadi
थे
Janki too.
तो उससे ये
And
लगा
these souls went to
कि
play the
बाबा जो
next
कह रहा
part.
है
So what Baba is
कि
telling,
हमको ये ध्यान रखना है
you have to
इसीलिए
remember
बाबा
that
बार बार कह रहा है
Baba was repeatedly
कि
telling,
हमें बाप समान बनना है
we have to become equal to Baba.
उसके लिए
For that,
कहा कि हम लोग मार तो देते हैं पर
Baba
जलाते
said
नहीं
that we kill
जलाते नहीं है तो वो
the
किसी का
waste,
दुश्मन
but
कर
we
सकते
do
हैं वो
not
जिंदा हो जाता है
burn the
नए
waste. If we do
संस्कार हो
not
सकते
burn
हैं
it, then it
नया वर्ष
becomes
आ रहा
alive
है
once again.
तो नए
New
वर्ष
year is
में
coming.
पुराना जाता है
In the new year,
जब
old
पुराना जाता है तो
goes
उसमें
away,
जाने वाले को भी पार्टिंग गिफ्ट दिया जाता है कि
and
भाई
the one who is going
तुम
also
इसमें
gets the
जाकर के
parting
आए थे
gift.
तो पुराने को हम क्या दे सकते हैं उसको पुरानी चीज ही पसंद होती है
So, what can we
कम
give
से
for the
कम
old thing?
पुराने संस्कार स्वभाव
So,
चाल
we have to
संबंध संपर्क हम पुराने वाले को दे दें कि
we
भाई
give the
जैसे भाई
old,
साहब ने कह
our
दिया
old
आज से
sanskars,
छोड़
our old
ऐसे
relationship,
शुरू हो
and we should
कि
start new from the
5000
new
वर्ष
year.
के लिए चले जाता है
And
पुराना साल
we have to wave
और
goodbye for
हम
the
क्या करते
past
हैं
for
कुछ
5,000
दिनों के
years,
बाद ही पुरानी चीज उससे वापस ले
and
लेते
we
हैं
should
फिर
take it
वही
back
पुराना
only
ले
after
लेते
one
हैं
whole
तो
cycle.
इसलिए आज
That's
बाबा ने
why
बहुत अच्छी युक्ति बताई
Baba said one
कि ज्वाला
wonderful
वाले
tact
करोगे तो
that you
जलेगा
should do
तो जल के भस्म
volcanic
होने
yoga.
वाला
If you
जो
do
है
that, you'll be able to burn
वो हम
it,
लगाते हैं
burn the old.
इसलिए खास बाबा ने ज्वालामुखी
Baba especially reminded
दूसरा
us
मुझे ख्याल
about
आया अनुभव की अथॉरिटी
volcanic yoga. And the second thing that
बाबा
I
कहता
remember
है आप
is
लोग
the
सब कुछ
authority of
करते हैं
experience. Baba said
लेकिन
that you do everything,
हर चीज की अनुभव करें
but to
उसकी
experience
अनुभूति करें
everything.
इस तरफ भी बाबा ने हमारा खास ध्यान करवाया
And Baba has drawn attention to
फिर
this
फाइनली बाबा
point
कहता
too.
है
And
कि
finally, Baba
आह्वान
said,
करो
you have to
समय
invoke
को समीप लाओ
the time.
गेट
Bring
खोलने के
time
समय को
near
समीप
you.
लाओ
Bring
और
time
जितनी ही उसमें से
so
गुजरो
that you can open
सारी मुरली
the
में ये अनेक
gates.
बातें बाबा ने कही
Baba mentioned different
और
things
खास
about the Murli,
इन
in
आनंदों
Murli,
को बाबा टर्न देता है
and Baba
और वो एक बहुत बड़ा तरीका है
gives turn to
जिससे
everyone.
एक धुन सारा कुछ संभालता है और एक तो उससे हमको
So through this,
यज्ञ में सेवा करने का मौका मिलता है
in
अपने
one turn of
यज्ञ
Baba
हर चीज
Milan, we will
सीखते
be
हैं
able to
और
do
इसी बहाने से
service
बाबा
in the
वहाँ एक
yajna.
सारी बड़ी फैमिली को प्यार कर रहा है
So through this,
जैसे
Baba is loving every
एक जोन
member
आता है
of the
सारी सेवा
family,
करने
and one zone
सारे
comes and
लोग
does every kind
अलग
of
अलग प्रकार
service.
से सेवा करते हैं
and they do different variety of service. And when we see this, when we see the foreigners too, we feel happy. They come from different countries. Baba said, foreigners is really the decoration of Madhuban. So we listen to the whole Murli. Now we'll read that Murli once again, and then we'll imbibe that. So in the world too, people read one book for 2000 years. But even if we read Murli 1 to 2 times too, we feel newness. In the scriptures too it said, so Baba said us too. Baba said a lot in today's Murli, which we have to practically do. And Baba said, and I congratulate all the brothers and sisters of Punjab. I miss Bhaiji, Amir Chand Bhaiji, because it's a part in drama you should not miss, but still. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Now we'll remember. Sit in silence for 2-3 minutes. Om Shanti.
खुशहाल कर दिया, हाँ खुशहाल कर दिया हो बाबा आपने कमाल कर दिया, हमारे बाबा आपने कमाल कर दिया। प्रकाश आपने